Yo, mic check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. All right, y'all. Let me see everything functioning good. Mic check 1 2 3. My audio good. Thumb me up, Jack. We got to go live and we got to spill the tea. We gotta go live and spill the tea. All right. Y'all know Trey Gang got a lot of projects coming y'all way. Been a little busy with that. Cause this gonna be a good one, gang. I ain't forgot about the videos I told y'all I was gonna make. And boy, I can put it together so it can all make sense. But for it to make sense though, gang, we gotta understand it of the footage. Now, I want everybody to think. Don't y'all remember when King Rob and Marco and them was always talking about the 11 flow, and that's where Jaden Ford and them to be at? Now it will make sense because they all, look, y'all want to know the cold part about it, why this makes sense? Because if we discover Kenneka was on the 11th floor, that's why they were talking about Jaden Ford and them was on the 11th floor. Because that's where Irene them was at, on the 11th floor. Right? Cause you know how they came out with the narrative about this 11th floor and when Jaden Ford on the 11th floor and Jaden Ford supposed to be Irene and they doing the reenactment. The whole time they knew what room Irene was in. It was on the 11th floor and not even room 926. Cause the report's gonna let everybody know where Kenneka was seen on the 9th floor. And they got, and that's the footage. Now I understand why they is not gonna release that footage. Think about that. This finna expose Miss Teresa too. Cause it's a camera on the 9th floor by the elevators and it would show what condition Kenneka was in. And it would possibly show who was with her. But mysteriously, we don't even have none of that footage. Miss Teresa and them ain't even talking about that footage. And when Andrew Holmes was explaining the story, he said they tracked her movement from the 9th floor. This all camera talk. This all camera talk. They tracked her movement from the 9th floor according to the surveillance footage. So now look, this finna expose Miss Teresa because of this post right here. Watch this, game. This the biggest receipt. Y'all know how when Miss Teresa always talking about 4:30, 4:34. This just to show you how this lady was cooperating with the investigation the whole time. Because if you know the footage time going to be off 2 hours, so your whole narrative going to be off 2 hours. Because you know what's going to be shown on the footage at that time, right? Man, gang, this a game changer. Cause guess how you finna look at this post? Totally different. Y'all finna look at this post totally different. Watch this. I'm finna watch this. How I'm finna make y'all. I'm finna show y'all that Miss Teresa was slipping. She said, "I remember when I told y'all." When she said, "I remember when y'all told me before they found Kenneka's body, no one can't say someone put something in her drink because I'm the only one that poured the drink. and she only had one cup. Now, we already know who she pointing the fingers at, right? Monifa. Watch how this finna be a plot to it. Cause I don't think Monifa did all the things what they claim they did. You see what I'm saying? Also, when one of the young men from the party called it me, keep this in mind, by this story alone, listen to what she just said. She said, also, when one of the young men from the party called it me after my live video and told me as they was walking to the room, you see Neek in there. And he said, so that my effing cousin. Why is you telling me this? Now they just to throw shots at Monifa, cause guess what the video finna show? And guess what time frame this video gonna show, right? Watch this. P.S. Bree is the one that called me at 4:34. Y'all, let's knock 2 hours off of that and watch how you finna look at this totally different. She said Bree is the one that called me at 4:34. Let's say this said 2:34. Can we agree with that, gang, for right now? Can we agree with that right now? Because it's finna make a lot of sense. Because now I can go to that footage and show you what's really going on. But before I do that, since we're going to go with this timeline of Bree, because y'all know I've been exposing Bree. Man, I can expose her again. I'm going to keep exposing this little girl, bro. Watch this. Bree is the one that called me at 2:34. Now let's go to this. Look what the court paper would say. Right? On September 9th, 2:30 a.m., Kenneka was last seen by her friends. Stop it right there. If Kenneka came out the room at 1 something, going on 2 o'clock, Irene said, yeah, I saw her at 2 something. Boy, this finna get real serious. And you know what that mean, gang? Do you know what this actually mean? If Bree called Miss Teresa, that's why Miss Teresa, look, that's why Miss Teresa was calling the hotel at 2:30. 2:30. And asking the security, hey, can you check those cameras? Since we know Kenneka came out that room round about 1 some, we gotta knock this down. 2 hours. This gonna be at 1:32. So that actually means that it took 2 minutes to get to the kitchen. Cause watch this. This where she gonna be in the kitchen where she was with the hotel staff. And voila. Guess who we got coming out the kitchen? Be right back to show you the episodes and the receipts. Hold on, gang. Bear with me, Jack. Bear with me. This finna make a whole lot of sense. That's right on time. And make it so bad, we know who that is. Now we know who that is. Ain't this when it didn't make it so bad? Since we got an employee, the police chief, right? Coming out the kitchen at Tucson. This why this make a whole lot of sense. This going on 2 o'clock. Now this going on 2 o'clock, gang. So that means Kenneka already missing. Already missing. So we know the police there. All of this makes sense to me now. All of this makes sense to me now. So boom, it's 2 o'clock. No wonder why he back here in this room. I want to know, do he work for Rosemont Police? So look, check him out. He dip out. This at 2. Now look what we be going on with Kenneka. Now y'all see how the time skipped? This said, look when it skipped to. Now this said 2:27. So everything already happened. That's why they gave us this. At 2 something in the beginning. Showing the girl still walking in the halls on the way to the kitchen. Y'all see that? This the actually truth. Guess what Leonora said? We got video that said 240. That said 250. That's going along with Irene live video. Like where I last saw the girl at 2 something. She stepped out the room. Y'all remember that story? So you got Miss Teresa was notified, according to the documents, at 2:30 a.m. on September the 9th. And when the court paper was going along, whatever the timeline the police gave them, knocked 2 hours off. They go back to 1:32. And guess who she would be last seen with? Employees that's in the kitchen. Employees that's in the kitchen. Now this at 2:30. All right. Y'all remember when I said, y'all, I seen some dudes in the parking lot running from the pool area. Guess what time this going to be? around Tucson in the parking lot. So you got this will be going on at 2:30. You got people running in the parking lot at 2:30. That's why Miss Teresa said, "Had my daughter get outside." She knew she made it outside at one point in time. Even King Rob went to the back door and told y'all this at a murder at its finest. And you should know what time they go back to. Round about this time. So if it go round about this time at 1:32 and King Rob telling everybody it's a murder at its finest. And then you got Miss Teresa on national news. I believe the hotel and Rosemont Police Department helped murdering her daughter, bro. That's why they show her walking in the kitchen at 2:30 in the beginning. Look. So if Miss Teresa got the call at 2:30, like what her post said, 2:30. Check this out. She covering it up for Bree Bree. If you catch Bree Bree, you're gonna catch all of them. That's why Miss Teresa had to explain this situation. This the throw off. I remember when y'all told me before they found Kenneka body, can't nobody say they put nothing in there. You see how she pointed fingers at Monique, really throwing everybody out. We already know she was drugged. We already know who brought the alcohol. We already know what happened with that situation. They got exposed on that. But now look, now you should understand why she would say, yeah, Bree was the one that called me innocent until proven guilty. That's what that lady said. So that lets you know when Bree was on the move. I showed y'all the video when Bree was on the move. When Bree was on the move, when Bree got out of there, look who was coming in. Look who was close. Bree was always close. Every time when Bree left out that hotel, bro, you got people coming in. Ain't no way that you can walk past these people. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about without seeing these people, bro. Watch this. Since this said would be 2:32, this the reason why Miss Teresa want to check those cameras. Right? Because they showing you everything that's happening at one song. So look, you got Bree coming in at 1:30 while Kenneka will be in the kitchen with the employee. In the kitchen with the employee. Where Bree will be coming from? Where Bree will be coming from if Kenneka somewhere in the kitchen? We don't even know if she upstairs or downstairs. Cause look, come on, you don't even know if she upstairs or downstairs. Then they got it, bruh. So look, Bree come back in the room. When Bree come back in the room, guess where Kenneka at? In the room. They going live on Irene phone. Did you see that? So Crown Plaza knew what was going on at 1. That's why Irene them knew what was going on at 1. It's probably why Irene released that live video. So they in the room. You could tell something happened in the 20-minute time frame. Cause now this is what Miss Teresa will be making the post about. Look, this will be at 1:40. This will be at 1:40, gang. Now you understand why Miss Teresa said this. Ooh, wee. Right after my live, as y'all was walking in, you told him Neek in there, and the dude said, that's my cousin. But why is you telling me this? Remind y'all, this at 1:40. So 10 minutes later, so that means right in Irene live video, bro. Soon, that means soon with Irene live went out, she instantly came out the room. Right at 1:40. Cause they looking for her at 1:50. So boom. That means 10 minutes done passed. Well, yep, 10 minutes done passed. And we already know she gonna be in the kitchen. According to these documents. That's why they going to the kitchen. Just let you know, they been know where she was at and who she was with. Right? So boom. Keep this in mind. Monique and them dipped out with the gray hoodie. Remember, man, y'all, the gray hoodie dude. So there will be Kenneka cousin. And Monifa told him Neek in there. So they all boom. Now this at 2:00. You see this? So Monique on the phone. They with gray hoodie. So Miss Teresa been knowing what was on the footage. And this lady claims she never saw the footage. If you never saw that footage, you wouldn't have had to explain this. By you talking so much and going along, look at 1:34. That's when Bree called me. Look. Watch this. Bree out on the phone at 2. So look. Bree on the phone. Look. So look. This Bree is on the phone so you know that's who she communicating with. Miss Teresa at 2 some telling her what's going on with the staff. Cause look, when Bree on the phone going to the kitchen, she had to tell Miss Teresa, yeah, we in the kitchen downstairs. I'm finna call the hotel right now. Can y'all check those cameras? Ooh. So they will all be in the kitchen. That's why them YouTube will start editing the video, like the Amanda Morgan video. Them videos is edited. You see what I'm saying? They were just putting videos together just to prove to y'all people in the kitchen. And look how Trey Gang just really simply matched it up. You got Killer down there. You got the employee down there. Right? He will be coming out the kitchen too. Boom, look with Irene. 2:34. Irene, that will be exactly the phone call. when Bree would be on the phone with Miss Teresa. So check this out. Do Irene still got the phone at this point? Cause she still got to communicate with Leonora. Remind y'all. At 1:30, she supposed to be meeting up with Leonora. So look, while this was going on, so if this was going on at this time, now I understand this video. Now I understand and watch. Look, I'm finna replay this video and watch the time skip over the timeline. Look, watch the time skip over the timeline. See that? Check it out. That's why I need that other footage. I wish those YouTubers would just release all that footage, bro, so we can start from the beginning. Cause we gotta start from the beginning to the end. So now this at 2:00. So something already happened to Kenneka. She with the staff members and the staff. That's why staff member on higher alert at this point. Staff members on high alert. Cause look, that's who I always speculate who left the coffee cup in the kitchen. Cause look, I follow his route. He the only one that was in that area close with that coffee cup. And that's where the coffee cup come from. Right here. Boom. Him. That's why I told y'all, look when he was counting Kenneka money. Y'all remember when he was counting Kenneka money? That was right at 2 something in the morning in the lobby. That's why they all got coffee cups in their hand, because that's where they running in and out in the kitchen. So now you know, guess who will be in the kitchen though? The police chief. You see what I'm saying? Boom, look. Because the minute, check this out. When I follow his move, I watched his move when he first got there. And once he went home, he a heavy coffee drinker. Every time you see him, he gonna have a coffee cup in his hand, bro. That's the first thing he grabbed when he got to work, a coffee. So when I watch his movement, look, when I watch his movement, I did a video about the red jacket. I said, man, they look like the reflection of the red jacket luring that girl to the kitchen. But watch this. Y'all remember? Look, do y'all remember? Ooh wee. Since we talk about the timestamp, y'all remember River TV video? I even made the video myself. Y'all remember when that couple was walking down Food Court Hall and they act like they heard some? That was exactly at 1:31. So that means Kenneka was already in the kitchen at 1:31, just like what the police report said, bro. What? Oh, look. Man, Trey Game finally put the whole timestamp together. Now this is exactly at 2. This will explain why he will be talking to the red jacket. Cause look, I told y'all he would count the money, so he had to be the one while her pockets would be turned in and out. Cause look, when he talking to him, watch his emotions. I told y'all when I first seen this footage, I was like, wait a minute, something ain't right, bro. I'm like, something ain't right. I'm like, why these people trying to dodge the camera and stay off the camera around about this time? So you could tell they finna have problems with the freezer. And he talking to the security. That's the cold part about it. He actually talking to another security, bro. That just popped up at the work. Watch this. Then look what he finna tell him. The way he did that, that's how you work a circuit breaker box. That's how you work the circuit breaker box. That meaning this what I believe. The freezer wasn't working. It might come on. Just say the freezer come on, but it ain't getting freezing temperatures. It would be cooling. This ain't like this just like if you open your freezer in your house right now, you know the top freezer, right? And it's the same temperature as the cooler. You're gonna be like, wait a minute, bro. You know why my John ain't free? Cause you know what I'm saying. Either your compressor don't win that, you need a compressor, cause that's gonna be one of the problems. Compressor, or you got a relay switch, something done malfunction for that pressure not coming on. You see what I'm saying? It ain't producing, cause that pressure gonna pump that freon. That's what you gonna need, that freon. All right. So the freezer was on, but it wasn't cold. You can have a freezer that can ice up. Don't even be cold. It can ice up. Don't y'all got an AC unit? Who remember back in the day when you had the AC unit in the window? And when that junk ice up at sometimes, you be like, man, that AC supposed to be cold. Then you got to let the ice defrost before you cut it back on. Just like a freezer, right? Because it's drawing too much water. And that's why it caused it to build up, because you got moisture. It's moisture somewhere around the carbon pipes for it to freeze up. So boom. Now they got problems with the freezer. They discussing how to get the freezer on. So he telling him, keep this in mind. He gonna be in and out the kitchen. Watch this. I track their every move. That's where they going down to. The lower left. See that? Grabbing more cups. Because I was like, why is they grabbing these cups? Now I understand, because you're going to need a reason for why you being seen in the kitchen. So look, if you got employees in the kitchen with Kenneka, look how many employees that will be in there with that girl. Just imagine that scene, that girl in the freezer. Man, you might have, you got the whole gang them in there. Everybody in the kitchen, bro. Everybody in the kitchen. Hi, y'all. Y'all, let's get 150 likes right now. Let's get 150 likes right now. Cause check this out. Boom. Now this the interesting part about it. Cause now we know this gonna be at what time? This at exactly at 3:30. Now look, this exactly at 3:30, right? Now you finna expose Leonora. Cause Leonora said, yeah, she had to come out that room at 3 some instead of 2 some. Oh. So you know why Rosemont had to switch these times up. Think about what Leonora said. If you get an understanding of what Mitch Teresa said and got exposed to the court paper, and you sending these shots, but the only flaw is this timestamp. You should have never put this up here, because if you tell a lie, eventually you can uncover it. This at 2:34. She telling everybody, Bree called me innocent until proven guilty. But she never thought about what time frame that somebody was saw the time frame. Now look, playing with the JFK, right? And the hotel specifically said around about this time you was notified with the staff. Because look what happened an hour before that. You see what I'm saying? Boom. That's why Straight Drop said, yeah, did it happen at 140 or 150? This man made a rap song about it. Did this happen at 140? Greg Hughes, your time clock off, dude. Now look how everything finna make sense now. Now you see how everything finna make sense now? Watch this. That's why Miss Teresa made the post. My daughter didn't die the way y'all thought she died. What make you say that? Yeah, my daughter really was found on September 9th. And since I'm spilling that tea, let me tell you, it was an employee in the kitchen with Kenneka around 10ish. In there for 2 hours, Kenneka came out. I mean, he came out, but Kenneka didn't. Why you? What you know? What you? You know what I'm saying? Who you throwing shots at? Cause clearly you saying some things that the public really don't know, but the people that was in the kitchen that night. And check this out. Remind y'all, don't y'all remember when they were saying Kenneka was in the pool? Look, remind y'all. Don't never forget about the pool. This the whole purpose why I put the video together. Where you think Kenneka at right now? And I'm gonna let the video show you. Watch this. Uh-oh. That's why you see a maintenance man. That means Kenneka, look, that means at some point in time, Kenneka made it to, ooh. That's where the feces, that's why he would be crying. No wonder why he would be crying. Look what time this is. Hold on. What is it? At 3:30. This is exactly at 3:31. So that's why the hotel admitted. Check this out. She gonna be last seen by her friends at 1:30. Boom. She was last seen in the kitchen 1:30. Boom. And look at the aftermath. See that? 3:30. 3:30, gang. That's why the maintenance, that's why you seeing the maintenance man active right now. Cause they need the maintenance man. They need the maintenance man more than anybody, bro. So he gonna be on the scene. See that? Everything that you seen in the freezer. That's why Miss Teresa kept asking that, what's that black stuff that's all in the freezer? Look at the walls. Look at the walls, bruh. Then he come in. Look. Look what's in his hand. Since we got a timestamp, this said exactly at 3:44. Guess what Crown Plaza? Guess how Crown Plaza tried to do us, gang? Saying the girl was in the kitchen at 3. So this the way I'm gonna look at it. She would you look, watch how Trey Gang finna expose this one sentences right here. What number 23. Miss Teresa get the call at where Miss Teresa called the hotel at 2:30, asked her check the cameras. And cause an hour before, Kenneka was last seen by her friends at 1:30. Right? Boom. At 1:33, she in the surveillance camera walking by security. Well, I ain't gonna say security. Hotel personnel. Now watch how I'm finna read this again. while she in the kitchen, you know she gonna end up in the pool some type of way and make it outside. But at 3:32, again, that's when they gonna be putting her in the freezer. Got him. Got him. You could use the same time frame twice. Because they basically used it. Oh, since we got her in the kitchen at 1:30, and we just gonna, okay, since we got her in the kitchen at 1:30, and we're gonna use the timestamp at 3:30. You see what I'm saying, gang? Man, look at the mindset of a police. He just brought you into his mindset of how he tried to cover this case up. All right. Look what he doing. Let's watch the video. Bye, y'all. I knew, and when I dropped this video, Straight Drop was in the comments. Ooh. See that? And look, don't forget, this is at 3:45. Don't forget, Miss Teresa also said in the 911 call, yeah, I got a call too at 3 something. It was around about 3 when they first called me. Go back to the 911 call and look at the footage. And once you go back to the 911 call, the lady slipped up and said, yeah, when I told them to stay out here. I'm like, what you mean you told these people to stay out here? I need to play Miss Teresa 911 call during this footage. That's what I'm finna do. That's so what I'm finna do. Hold on. Might as well spill the tea that way. Bye, y'all. Watch this, gang. Watch how all this finna make sense now.
His abortion ban, an unnecessary.
That's all she just saw because she was busy trying to get reception on her phone.
911, where's the address of your emergency?
Yes, I'm at the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport, and I was calling because my daughter came to a party here last night, a gathering with her friends, and now her friends, they said that they left her on the front of the hotel and she's not able to be found now. She's 19 years old.
And you said that and you said the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport?
Yes, and they said that when her friends was asked.
Now look, gang, y'all listen to this closely. Because when you look at this surveillance footage, you will see why Miss Teresa was on the phone with a non-emergency number talking to a police at the precinct. And now you know why it was sounding all rehearsed. Because look, they said Miss Teresa called around about 7 something in the morning. But when Miss Teresa made the post, now I called these folk around 8ish. So you got these people saying you called her 7ish, but you saying 8ish, Miss Teresa. But look what at the footage, if these people said you were calling the hotel at 2:30, then we reveal the timestamp that Bree will be calling you at 2:30. She on the footage scene on the phone will be calling you 2:30. We see the police in the kitchen at 2:30. Staff members all in the kitchen at 2:30. We see them behind the front desk talking about it, all in the time frame. We see this on the footage. No wonder why you told the world, I have not seen that footage. And I did not give Andrew Holmes permission. You see what I'm saying? These people said you gave permission. You just didn't like the narrative that's going to come out with your daughter case, and that's why you say it don't make sense. And again, Mr. Risa, look how you lied to the world. Watch this.
Earlier today, like about 4 o'clock in the morning, because they run the video cameras, they said that they didn't have no cameras. But now I came and it was a lady. She said that she heard music, and she asked me that I want to go upstairs, and we went upstairs on the 11th floor, and it was someone came to the room, and she said that she did see my daughter there with a group of girls and a couple of guys, but that's all she just saw because she was busy trying to get reception on her phone.
All right, well then, you know what? Are you sure you don't mean the Crown Plaza in Rosemont?
Yes, yes, it is. I'm sorry, the Crown Plaza in Rosemont. That's exactly where it's at. I'm
okay,
so sorry.
No, it's okay. And have you and you said you spoke with the
front desk. I'm sitting outside right in front of the hotel in their parking lot right now.
And they were saying that they haven't seen your daughter since she left, or?
No, this is a different set. This is a different it's a new shift, and they said that they haven't seen her. Well, of course they wouldn't have seen her because this is like 3 or 4 in the morning. And I just seen that she was here because I just found the ticket where they entered this hotel. It was at 1:36 p.m. So hold on, this is not her ticket because this was on the 6th. My daughter wasn't here on the 6th.
Okay, and well, you know what, real quick, I'm just going to see if maybe I'm going to see if maybe she was here at all. What's your daughter's name?
Her name is Kenneka Jenkins.
All right, and can you spell her?
The room wasn't registering her name. She came with some friends here.
No, I just want to verify. I'm about to say I actually just came in myself. Probably been on shift for about 45 minutes, so I just want to make sure that, you know, maybe she didn't get arrested and sent on her. You know what I mean? I just want to double check everything. But
okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. But it doesn't look like we had any run-ins with her last night at all. Do you think it's possible maybe she went to one of her friends' houses, or, you know, she's probably...
No, actually, because she had my car. She was driving my car. She know I don't like nobody to drive my car because my insurance will not pay for no one besides her. And her friends kept calling my phone. I told them to stay out here. They stayed out here they called me like about 3-something in the morning. I was laying in bed. I just had breast surgery. I fought breast cancer. So I'm, today.
And look, this the biggest receipt in the world. If y'all were paying attention what the police said, we already know a dispatcher, a 911 call, a dispatcher cannot pull up jail records and say, hey, let's see, can we have any run-ins with her last night? Ain't that the biggest receipt in the world? Ooh, so we ain't calling this no 911 call. This just to show you that Mr. Reese, that's why she was going to the meetings, bruh. This man said, let me see, do we have any? No dispatcher don't talk like that. Really? And I'm telling y'all, Trey Gang, this is not no 911 dispatcher. This is a non-emergency number that Miss Teresa was instructed to call. That's why it sounded rehearsed. Because she knew what narrative. At this point, this the sad thing about this. Because in this 911 call, she revealing everything that's finna be shown on the footage. She already know about it. They finna show Kenneka drunk walking in the hallway. So let me explain this about this cup. If finna be some speculation about how she left in the lobby and all of a sudden she was left on the 9th floor and they story keep changing. How they story keep changing? You just dropped them off and called 911. It ain't even enough time for them to even switch their story up. If you at the hotel talking to everybody else, how they story would switch? You covering it up for you for what you know. Look what everything what she said. Look, this lady said 1 cup is too much for Kenneka. And Bree, you innocent until you proven guilty. Let's prove her guilty. See, Bree Lee, look how Miss Teresa gonna keep up with Bree because she got her car. That's why Miss Teresa said, I don't like nobody driving my car in case something happen. If Bree get exposed, Miss Teresa could throw up in her face. That's why I ain't want nobody driving my car and all of this stuff. And see there? Look, everything you see on the footage, Miss Teresa already got the narrative. Bree's the one that called her, and you had all these family members on the move and these gang members. Everybody, when they all showed up for one purpose. This, what they failed to realize, Miss Teresa knew what time she came out the room at 1 something. She didn't mention in the police 911 call allegedly. Yeah, I even called the hotel. Talking about check the camera. Well, she did mention it in the call. But she trying to make it look like when I was at the front desk, I was talking about, can y'all check the camera? They said they had no cameras. Really? They sound like you would be on the phone with somebody telling you they ain't got no cameras. And you right at the front desk booth, and they got a big old monitor screen and showing you about 10-9 layouts of the hotel. Right? Watch this.
Dated off medication early, and they telling me she out here. So once I rejuvenated, strengthened up myself enough to get up and drive.
She out here.
Once they brought me my car, I came right out here. And I came to the hotel, and I showed them a picture of her, and I asked them if they see it. And it was a lady in the lobby, and she heard me asking at the front desk, and she said it was music. She did hear music. She called the one downstairs to report the room, and come to find out it was the people next door. And when we knocked on the door, that person said that she did see my daughter downstairs with, it was like 4 of them, and it was 4 of them. And she said my daughter, she was with 3 of her friends, but her 3 friends said, which.
And never mentioned in the call about her sister last contacted her other sister, which there's gonna be living over time about she ready to go. Why you think she ain't even mentioned Leonora in none of this stuff? Think about that. Now you recognize all the red flags. So when you think about that call, think about Risco call when he called on Leonora. Guess what the narrative was about that? My sister was here with one of your staff members when she came out the room missing. So that we broke it down when Kenneka actually came out the room, and we know that she's gonna be with staff members at what time? Oh. So Leonora would know that. So Leonora made a deal with the devil. Okay. I agree that we got video that said 240. They said 250. She's still in the room. She fine. She just sitting there. She had to come up missing around 3 some instead of 2 some. Since she made those statements, boy, that put the whole hotel in the clear. Appreciate that, Leonora. Thank you. We can't wait to give you these millions. You did exactly you said you were going to do. Right? Look, with the staff, you agreed to, and guess who kitchen she in? So, you mean to tell me that you agreed with the person and covering up the timeline for that person, right? Who you will be covering up for? This his kitchen. He already bought it. He already got spent money and getting this joint remodeled. And you mean to tell me that's why I live in Norwich? Yeah, we got videos that said 240. They said 250. She in the room, she fine, she sitting there. You just cover up for who? In the kitchen. Look, I would never if my sister passed in the freezer and it was connected to an actor, I never promote none of his. So they let you know Leonora knew what was up with the kitchen, just like her brother knew. Like Miss Teresa knew. Look, none of this was mentioned in a 911 call. I see why. I see why Miss Teresa, look.
Then, you know, these kids won't tell the truth. They said that they went upstairs to get her cell phone. And when they went to get her cell phone, she was standing in the lobby, in the front lobby. And then when they came back down, she wasn't there anymore.
No, I completely understand.
East of Garba Entryway,
the one issue we have, and it's not necessarily that it's an issue, but she is an adult. She is 19 years old, and I mean, as of
Hold
right
on,
now,
she's 19 years old. That's my daughter. She's 19. Her name Kenneka Jenkins, Kenneka.
No, yes. No, I remember that. You told me that she was 19. But what I'm saying is that she, again, she's only been gone for a couple hours. She's, you know, I don't know, maybe she's, you know, she could be somewhere with one of her friends or something, because, I mean, it is only a couple hours since you hadn't seen her, correct? Or since her friend supposedly hadn't seen her?
Correct. Let's say about 3 to 4 hours now, they said. They told me. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning when they called me.
Yeah. Well, I guess the one, are you looking to file a missing persons report then, or are you just, or what you? I'm sorry. Go on ahead.
I'm so sorry, Deborah.
Don't no dispatcher talk like that. Don't no dispatcher will pull up and let me see, do we have any run-ins? And no, we didn't got no records of this. Come on, gang. That ain't no dispatch. That's a police officer that work at the front. He on front desk duty. And notice he said he just got there 30 minutes before she called. So what, they left together or something? All right. Now look what will be going on in the footage. All right. That's why I brought this video up. Because I knew what I was talking about. So let me go to King Rob video. This John. Matter of fact, this John.
Notice this scene right here.
Ty, this is the reenactment footage. Why he didn't say Rob and Marco was in this one? Huh? Why he didn't say that? Right. Come on, let's get it, bro. Why he said this the reenactment footage? Nigga, if you found all the way down to a wardrobe malfunction in the fucking reenactment footage and you couldn't find me and Marco in there, okay, let's get it, bro.
See what King Rob just said? If you can find that reenactment footage, you can't find us in there. Look. Yes, you can. Matter of fact, right here. Right here. That's him. Right there. That's Rob. But you see the dudes that he came in with? Watch how sneaky Rob is. Look, Rob blended in with these dudes because guess who will be missing out of that crowd? Him. So he missing, and King Rob, since he missing, King Rob snuck out the hotel with the group. Y'all got him again. Got him again. Y'all remember that video Tiffany did look? Y'all remember that video Tiffany Draper made?
I found tonight. I found the video where he did, where dude was running out the hotel on the live he did, where he was saying that he believes this the guy that was, he said, he paused and said, he go the older guy that was at the party. He the one that had the guns. This the one that they said came in the room, and this is Rodney Stanton. Yeah. I found that video.
Okay, we're gonna play that one too. But you know who I think Chosen was, bro? Chosen was in that party. I'm gonna tell you who he was. Who remember? Put a one in the chat, y'all. Marco, do you remember? Do you remember Chosen did that video when he was talking about the Tapir mate, when he kept saying, yeah, they do supposed to have what, some type of asthma or something. He got, remember the video he was doing when he was showing them in the washroom, and it was one shoe. It was one shoe he showed. He showed like a white shoe or some shit. It's a blue jean. He was like, who is this dude right here? We need to find out who he was. It was a tall nigga. But Chosen only caught like the bottom of his shoe or something. He was like, this is what we need to find out. He was saying that dude was dead. Remember, he was like, yeah, this the guy they killed right there. I think he said dude had asthma or something, and they hit him with some Tapir or some shit. But I think that dude probably was Chosen bitch ass in that room. Come on, let's go, bro.
All it was. I'm going to step away from the computer for about 1 minute.
So look, all of this is a throw off. Because look what they will be a part of. Look, this the main reason why he talking the way he talking. Because of this. And look what time. Going on exactly at 2 o'clock. Exactly at 2 o'clock. So now you got King Rob on the footage heading to the parking lot where Kenneka going to be. You see what I'm saying? This the biggest receipt. Where is you seeing King Rob at? And then this gonna explain why they was all at the back door. This explain why all of this was going on at the back door when King Rob and them went back there. And boom, This will be going on at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. You just caught Miss Teresa up. Boom. Now you know why everybody going in the kitchen 30 minutes later. That's why Irene said, I last saw Kenneka at Tucson. At Tucson. Ain't that matched up? So that mean where you last saw her at. It wasn't in room 926. I bet you that, Jack. I bet you that, Jack.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna let.
All right.
Why it's time to everybody really he's gonna tell Monifa, and I don't know if they even got a double for them, man. Well, Monifa, Shamaya, them, he gonna say walk down that ramp. When you get like halfway, turn around and come back. That's what he's about to tell them. Watch this. Hey, look, Shawty, look. I want y'all to go down that ramp right there. When I get like halfway, I want y'all to turn around, come back down here where we finna go. Yeah, y'all gonna follow us down here. You see? See what we just told them? I watch what they do. Because they trying to get, they did a lot of walking this night, man. They did a lot of walking.
How you know?
Now look at the time now, 4:25, close to the 4:34 mark. We're going to get to that 4:34 mark. Watch what they do. Watch what they do. They turn around. They're halfway, and they turned around. Play, bro. That's because he knew exactly what was
happened?
going down.
He was calling it play-by-play. Now look
See
at him. He
that?
say Ty was in control of everything. Listen what he said. Ty Roller was in control of everything. He cool with Ty Roller and some shit. He knew Ty Roller was in jail. That's why he keep trying to talk about something being Ty Roller. Boy, you know Ty Roller because you was fucking Tanasia. Let's get it.
Mm-hmm.
Why you didn't say Rob was Ty brother on that then? Go on play it. Let us get his dumb ass up out of here. We gonna get your stupid ass whacked.
See that? Chosen was messing with Tanasia at some point of time, and Tanasia and them is related to King Rob. So, with that being said, watch this. Now you understand Marco J video.
In perspective.
Keep this in mind. Marco and King Rob been knowing Irene went live on the 11th floor. And they text Leonora saying they was ready to go, right? Check this out. That's why they was mentioning Jaden. Yeah, you know Jaden Ford was on that 11th floor. They went live and the live was a reenactment, but now that was actually what going on. There was actually what's going on. Right? Check this out what he finna say. This when I got the letter and broke it down. So when he mentioned the 11th floor and get to talking about Jaden Ford and them, only thing he doing was exposing Irene and they were like, yeah, I know y'all was on that 11th floor in that room. You know, JFK still thinking y'all on room 926. And they trying to put it together. Well, how 11th floor get in? Because they know. Look.
The security guard said they watch them on that monitor behind that front desk, snatch that girl onto the elevator, watch Monifa and them go back in the room. Just like they.
And what time French K said he will be watching this on the footage, they just exposed French K too. And what time this will be going on, that's why French K gave me that letter and said, Trey, I don't know, around about 1 or 2 o'clock. Now you understand why he left that gap in there. Yeah, maybe an hour or 2 or later. Look what will be going on at 1:30, this leading up to 2:30. What we just discovered on the footage. So what he will be seeing on the footage, He tried to make it look like round about that time he was trying to see track Kenneka down, and they moving through stairwells and hallways and all of this, but the whole time, guess what the footage actually showing us? What the footage is actually showing us, gang? Bro, what was the footage? You said you were watching the footage at between the hours of 1 and 2 o'clock. All right. Let's go to 1 o'clock. You came out the kitchen. These niggas coming through. Boom, boom, boom. The gang coming in. Bam. No wonder why you would be leaving out the kitchen if Bree would be in the kitchen. And boom. Once you come out the kitchen, look who's shortly coming behind you when you leave out the kitchen. Bree. So boom. Bree coming out, going to the room. They going live in Irene video. So soon when they cut the live off, the girl went somewhere. And now she with the staff member. And now they looking for her exactly at 2. Boom, boom, boom. Bree on the phone. So Miss Teresa getting the call at 2:30 because the staff members in the kitchen. She trying to get that footage of showing these people in the kitchen because she already, if she want to check that surveillance footage around about this time, so you already know somebody gave her the narrative. And boom. And that's why Irene said, yeah, I saw the last girl, saw her at 2 something. Now I know where you going to, where she at. So boom. So that means when French K will be watching this at this time, he trying to make it look like when we watching this, Kenneka missing and nobody can't find her. But in reality, they know where she at and she was with staff the whole time. We seeing what's on the footage with the police department. And talking about you don't know. According to your statement, she supposed to be still walking around. And you lied. Because you know it's impossible for her this to cover up. Y'all appreciate the Cash App gang. And then look. Make it so bad. Guess when I'm finna show y'all when he leaving out. Around this time. When that lady go to that, because that's where she finna go to front there. French K finna get out the office and head to the elevator and finna be missing for 30 minutes. Guess what time this will be? 1:28. 1:28. So do the math. She was last seen by her friends at 1:32. 1:28. 1:28. This when you finna see French K leave out with his clipboard with his jacket on. But when he leaves, I noticed one thing. He didn't have his jacket on when he left.
I just want to know, is it possible that maybe they can look at the cameras and see, if, because they send the police out here and ask them to look at the cameras and see if they've seen her on their cameras around that time?
I was about to say, even if I did send an officer, it would take a little bit in order for us to get
That's why he's stuttering. Look who would be on the footage. Look who would be on the footage, gang. The police.
the camera footage and us for us to pass it on to the detectives division.
Okay. Okay. So what would you suggest?
Well, again, the only thing I would suggest maybe just give her a couple hours. She could have went somewhere with one of her other friends. I mean, and who knows what her friends are saying.
That's why he made the comment that he said she could be somewhere else, you know what I'm saying, whatever that may have you. But we already know who got possession of the body, law enforcement. Carry on.
Saying is true, you know what I mean?
Exactly. You could tell, not to be saying, you could tell it don't sound right. I'm a parent. I've been young before, and it's not sounding right. It don't sound right, period. That's why I came out here myself. Because then it sounded like they had been drinking, honestly.
Yeah.
And I asked them, did she drink? And they said she had only 1 cup.
And finna describe everything that's on the footage. Now listen to how Marco, that's a part of this stuff, and we're trying to throw everybody off, but listen to how this finna come back on him.
They said, so that part they was telling the truth. That part they was telling the truth. Watch them go back in the room on the monitor. Then watch the guys with the hoodie snatch Kenneka onto the elevator. And they took her to the 11th floor. And she went in the room with the trainees. That had to be Jaden Ford in the room. But this how you know it was Jaden Ford in the room. This how you know it was. Because that's how Monifa and them got in the footage. That's how Monifa and them got in the footage with Jaden Ford, because they made them do that. That's why here's proof that they made them do it. Other than that, they would have made Irene do it. They didn't use Irene. Irene didn't know nothing about it. Well, at that point, man, God bless that girl. So the security guard said they watched on the monitor them beat Kenneka from the parking lot to the pool area. Stuck a broom up that girl. Again, y'all, this stuff is allegedly. We don't know how true it is, but it all makes sense. It all makes sense. I know some of us gonna say, oh, well, it's 2 years later. Hey, it is. Better late than never. But another thing that made sense, we just couldn't figure out why Monifa and them was just so quiet about this situation. And then at the same time had to look that girl mother in the face, or her family in the face, and withhold so much information. It's because Rosemont, being the corrupt city that it is, told them kids, look, y'all sign this confidentiality, and if anybody talk, y'all going to jail. They spooked them with that because they told them all y'all are responsible for this. And they told them if anybody talk, y'all going to jail. That's how they spooked them. That's why everybody was so quiet. That security guard said they watched on the monitor when Monifa and them walked back in that room. The guys on the hoodie snatched Kenneka back on the elevator, took her to the 11th floor. They watched her go in the room. The security guard said he even went up to the room, according to the letter that he put on the internet. Said he went up to the room, knocked on the door, asked him, "What is that girl here?" And they somebody with a hoodie But we always heard the story of the guy with the black hoodie, guys with hoodies, and then we were seeing the footage, training. But there it is again. That's when we was trying to pinpoint when did the Jaden Ford live get filmed. We couldn't pinpoint that, so now we know. Now we know it got filmed that same night. But here's another question. When in the hell did they find the time to put Jaden Ford in the exact same type of clothes that Irene was wearing? This here had to go down pretty quick. This had to go down.
Now look, y'all know when he said this had to go down pretty quick. Look how pretty quick it went. Check this out. This will let you know he exposing himself. If Bree came back in, they went live on Irene's phone, on Monifa's phone, and look how quick everything escalated. Look how everything escalated, right? And it's mighty funny that these people were talking about this right after the girl death without surveillance camera to bag their narrative up. That's the cold part about it. Because how you could explain some on the footage that it wasn't even just really released it yet. You see what I'm saying? And they didn't have the... Look how quick, and listen to what he's saying. Everything backfired on him. Because now he trying to make it look like that, like this.
Now real quick. And I'm going to tell y'all something. If it's any truth to what the security guard's saying that they watched on the surveillance footage, Kenneka going into the room with the trainees, if it's any truth to that, then that means that Jaden Ford and them is heavily responsible as well. We know that they gotta be Jaden Ford and them because we saw Monifa and them in the footage with Jaden Ford. And y'all, let me
y'all heard this? So now y'all know what we're actually going on the 11th floor with Irene live video, and you know it's gonna be trans up there. It's gonna be trans up there. Jaden Ford and them, Kimber Asian, you know what I'm saying? Elliot, Puckett, and some more trans there, right? All on the 11th floor, like Miss Teresa said in the 911 call. They never mentioned room 926. She never said nothing about the 9th floor, period. The witness told Miss Teresa they saw her daughter on the 11th floor. On the 11th floor. And listen to this sucker.
tell you something about Jaden Ford. Let me tell y'all something about Jaden Ford. Now y'all saw that whole aftermath video I put up today of Jaden Ford accident. And we see the blue jean clothes laying on the thing.
That's why he keeping up with Jaden Ford and them, because they can expose him and say, yeah, you was there too. So he know about the Jaden Ford situation, about the wreck, and look what time that will be going on. Look, when Jaden Ford was having the wreck, look, let's go round about the same time Jaden Ford will be having the wreck. Round about this time with Eugenia Walker. Round about this time. So that means when I was seeing people run in the parking lot, if I seen people running in the parking lots, jumping in the cars, and next thing you know, one of them ended up being chased and wrecking And the police were like, look, we got to change the dates on her. We're going to say this was there on the 10th. We can't say this was on the 9th. So that means Jaden Ford and them will be riding with a body. Well, look, they would mean they will be riding and they will be getting chased, and somehow Eugenia Walker body ended up at a DUI wrecking, you know what I mean? Look, listen to this.
On in the picture or whatever. My opinion is Jaden Ford was being chased. Jaden Ford was being chased. They was being chased. That's how the accident happened, if you ask me. But if you look at, here's where we use our common sense. If you look at when Jaden Ford got arrested, and I'm looking at it now, just give me 1 second. Okay, let's just go right here to one article dealing with that car crash. It said Jaden Ford, 19, was charged with driving under the influence during a rollover crash early Monday in a University Village neighborhood that killed one person and injured another. Officers responded about 2:35 a.m. and found a Nissan Altima on its hood in the 1000 block of West Roosevelt, according to Chicago police.
And I hope y'all listen to the timestamp he just gave and listening to this.
And then it goes on to say that Eugenia Walker was found dead. But let me tell y'all something. Now, if we know that this accident happened on a Sunday night, going into a Monday morning, 2:30 in the morning. So if it happened on a Sunday night going into a Monday morning, then we know that it's possible that Monique and them, Jaden Ford and them, shot that goddamn video Sunday because the accident happened early Monday morning. So the reason why I'm
Now y'all see that? Look, now y'all heard that, bruh? Ain't this cold? Ain't this cold? Why you think he going back to Jaden Ford, this Irene live video, that's the reenactment, trying to throw everybody off? Listen to this again.
It's the 8 in the morning. So if it happened on a Sunday night going into a Monday morning, then we know that it's possible that Monique and them, Jaden Ford and them, shot that goddamn video Sunday because the accident happened early Monday morning.
And if you believe that, you got to be out your mind. Because if you just knock the date off, if it was going on that night, that Saturday, going on that Sunday, it would make a whole lot of sense. It would make a whole lot of sense. It will make a whole lot of sense when you look at the footage. That's why he trying to say, yeah, Sunday night going into Monday morning. That's no. Look. This at 1:02. Look what's going on. And let's see what will be going on round about the time Jaden Ford supposed to be wrecked. So that means when Kenneka came out the room, something happened. Jaden Ford and them got out of there. That means they got out of there and people would still be coming in. Check it out. 1:30.
So the reason why I'm saying they had to shoot that goddamn second live Sunday is because Jaden Ford still had the same red weave in his head to make himself look like Irene. So I'm quite sure he didn't wear that for a couple days. He had to have that on Sunday night going into Monday because Monday is when the car accident happened. So bam, was Jalen Ford was supposed to die in that car crash too? Just like Eugenia Walker? Do that make sense to y'all?
No. Not to me. But it'll make
We know how bad that
a whole lot of sense if you would have just said Saturday going on Sunday and everything will fall in line. Everything will fall in line for me. Cause look, everybody leaving there too. You got people leaving there too, and you got people going to the kitchen. Jalen Ford and them gonna be getting on down around about this time with Eugenia Walker. So while this going on, Eugenia Walker and them done crashed. What if they heard about it? What if everybody heard about it?
accident was because the other person that was sitting in the passenger seat fucking cracked his spine. Him or her, but they kind of.
The dude that booked the room with the fraudulent credit card on the 7th, him, that was in the car that broke his back, and Eugenia Walker with Jaden Ford put that together.
Like, kept that concealed a little bit. They wanted to keep it all concealed, but it makes sense. If any truth to what that security guard said, that they watched Kenneka walk into that room on the 11th floor, and he said the room was full of trainees, so there had to be Jaden Ford in the room. Y'all recall what I said the other day? People got in rooms and
So the report never told y'all who room that it was booked in. They never gave us the name that the room they were booked in. Y'all remember that? In the police report on the fraudulent credit card, but you gotta book it up somebody ID, right? But they never exposed that part, and I want to know why. Want to know why? Cause listen to what he just said.
said the room was full of trainees, so there had to be Jaden Ford in the room.
So when they go back to when Miss Teresa went to the hotel and the witness took her to the 11th floor, and guess who opened the door? The translator with the pink shirt with the blonde hair. So basically the room was booked in a tranny name with a man name. You know what I'm talking about? Cause you can look at some of these paperwork, they can name a man name by his legal name, but he a female on the footage. That's the cold part about it. You see what I'm saying? That's just like Straight Drop. You would call him Straight Drop Booty. He might be, you know what I'm saying, on the west side of something, known for Shaking Thunder Booty or something. You know what I'm talking about? And he might live his life as a trans or something. You see what I'm saying? What if Pucky went in that hotel dressed like a woman? And we read in the reports, we looking for Mr. Wilson. How we gonna able to find Mr. Wilson? Mr. Wilson dressed up like a female. You're looking for a female. You ain't looking for, I'm talking about you looking for a man. You ain't looking for a female. You looking for a man, but this man dressed like a female, bro. Hi, y'all. Appreciate the light, gang. Appreciate the light. That's how Straight Drop is. He the OG of the Thunder Buddhists. They call him OG Triple Cheeks. OG Triple Cheeks. Man, that man said that man got more moves than a Jello on the False Jack. Real talk. You know everybody, Jello like to keep shaking this, shaking this, shaking. So you already know he a fruit roller. All right. Listen to this, gang. So they never gave us the name of the room that was booked in. Irene gonna go along with the narrative. Well, it was my birthday, but was it booked in your room? No, somebody else, had a room too. Yeah, was the room booked in your name? They don't know neither. You see what I'm saying? I'm for real.
Y'all recall what I said the other day? People got in rooms and look up and like, damn, what the fuck is going on? So, here's a question. If it's true what Shamaya said, she watched Kenneka walk in the hallway, throw her head between her legs, and just say, "Hey, I'm ready to go. I want my mama." If that's true, when did that happen? Because according to the security guard, all the hell didn't break loose until Monifa and them walked back in the room and when the guys grabbed Kenneka on the elevator. That's when all the hell broke loose.
Just like I said, French K said, the dudes in all black grabbed Kenneka. But guess where he would be at? Right on time. Coming out the front desk, and he would be on the elevators. Right at 1 something. Ooh. Right at 1 something with a clipboard. Oh. French K will come when that lady passed this door. French K finna come out of. Let me go to the lobby footage. So keep this in mind. Marco asked a good question. He said when Shamaya was talking about she want her mama and all of this, if that's true, what time that was? Since we discovered a timestamp of what time that would be, what time it would be, according to the footage. See that? What time that would actually be? And look how many people said they last saw her without telling nobody when they last saw her. Watch here. Irene said I last saw her at Tucson. Right? She wasn't lying when she said that because that's where she heading to. Or she leaving from when she saw Kenneka. We know we got police there. Right? Bree said I last seen her in a trash bag. Shemaya said the image of them killing you is stuck in my head. Monifa said, I can't even help my best friend if I wanted to. Because of Rose Month, police department told us to not to say nothing. Then killing them family reached out to me. Trey Gang, the reason why he down there, he was going to save her. From who? The police? I don't think so. What he can do? That's probably why he was in the video. Like, no, I ain't got no money. I don't want nothing to do with this. I see why. If you're really looking at it from what I'm looking at, cause check this out. Look what Killer will be going. Irene go. Killer gonna come back in the hotel. When Killer come back, they come back. Watch this, gang. This the cold part about it. Watch this. Y'all see, this when the hotel was like, look, if you look at the image, they down here, they gonna need a cart to transport a body. You can look at this alone and like, yeah, it look like they trying to move the body. But y'all want to know what's the crazy part about this? Cause this gonna be right at 3 o'clock. And right at 3 o'clock, they go outside. And when they go outside, exactly at 3:12, they was running in the parking lot. So if they was running at the hotel at 3:12, where they went? Ooh. If they was at 3:12 running out the parking lot and ain't seen on the footage no more, exactly at 3:12. Uh-oh. And they talking about, I don't want to drive on the E-way like this. She didn't even know she had a donut on the car. And that's when Miss Teresa was telling them to bring their car back. Now you know why. We just put the timestamp together. Miss Teresa, you busted. Oh. Oh. Oh, wait. So they're going to let you know Miss Teresa been talking to them folks. That's why she was like, look, just bring that car. Never said, come get me. Never said, come get me. Just said, bring my car. Bring my car can mean, you know what I'm talking about? You know not to say, come get me at a time like this. If you know later on down the road, it's going to be speculation that you were there around about this time. Because don't y'all know if they got Shemaya, Bree, running out the parking lot at 3:12. Now you see why Leonora and Miss Teresa would be at the hotel at 4 in the morning watching the staff member clean out the pool. Clean out the pool. And once they get cleaned out the pool, how long would it take if you there at 4 in the morning in the pool area? So they cleaning out the pool area. So now you got 2 hours to figure out what is you gonna do about this. This gonna be on Miss Teresa. What is you gonna do about this? Is you gonna go along with our narrative, or you gonna want justice for your daughter? This gonna be an accident because she was drinking and smoking and stuff. Do you agree with that? Okay, I agree with that. So since she agreed with that, Look what happened 2 hours later.
You know, but okay, my daughter ain't the type that normally, she can't even take liquor. Her liquor level is just like mine. We can't take liquor. We cannot take liquor. We take a sip of liquor, we drunk. Honestly.
No, I completely understand.
And I'm like, 1 cup is too much for her, you know. And I like I asked them, and then they end up with her cell phone. I pay her cell phone bill every month to make sure my daughter has a phone. How did she love her phone? I don't understand why would she leave her cell phone with you all and just
That's why she brought up the cell phone. Cause look what the cell phone footprint's gonna lead back to. Look what the cell phone footprint's gonna lead back up to. Back to the system. Back to the system, right? So you mean to tell me she didn't talk to Liver Nora around about this time? You ain't heard from your sister? Your sister didn't call you yet? Look, if you look at TY live video, you'll see how Kenneka phone. You'll see how they got Kenneka phone. They didn't steal her phone. No. No. They didn't. Look. When Kenneka took that drink, Kenneka had her phone in her hand and she dropped it on the floor. That was what Monifa was picking up. Kenneka phone. That's how they got the phone, bro. And once they got the phone, that's how Irene ended up getting the phone. That's why Kenneka in Irene live video, can I see one of y'all phones though? You heard her saying, can I see one of y'all phones though? She didn't even have her own phone at that time. But look who had control of the phone, texting the sister. Right? So, Miss Teresa knew what was up before this fake 911 call, trying to play like he a dispatcher, talking about, let me see, do we have any run-ins with her? Let's do a jail search. Nope, look like we ain't had no run-ins with her and stuff. No social security number, no date of birth, nothing. How you gonna look somebody up with no social security number, no date of birth? Man, you could type in everybody's name in the chat. Look how many people they got the same name you got. You see what I'm saying?
just go disappear. And she know I just had surgery. You know, she know my predicament.
No, yeah. Well then, so that in that case, what I would recommend, just go home, relax a little bit, give it some time. Of all we know, she very well could still be in the room. She could just be passed out. Again, you know how it is. You drink it the night before, you get, you know what I mean, whatever else have you.
Then this man said the night before. Then the police said the night before. Is I'm tweeting? Hold up.
It is, you drink it the night before, you get, you know what I mean, what. Again, you know how it is. You drink it the night before, you get, you know what I mean, whatever else have you.
I want to know what that means.
So, well then, so that in that case, what I would recommend, just go home, relax a little bit, give it some time. Of all we know, she very well could still be in the room. She could just be passed out. You know, again, you know how it is. You drink in the night before, you get, you know what I mean, whatever else have you. So just give it a couple hours. You know, maybe see if she'll get a hold of you again. You know, I mean, does she know your number?
Yes, she know my number very well. She's very.
So, if you on the phone call and saying you want to report your daughter missing, she been missing for a couple of hours, and he's saying, yeah, you know, whatever you been doing on the night before, what day that go back to? What? Now that's why I'm finna spill the tea at. Cause look, y'all remember when Trey Gang said, check this out. Trey Gang so cold. Look, man, y'all finna thank me for this game. Y'all, this finna show you how I'm on point with my game. That means this video right here, What if this ain't September the 9th? Ooh. If you ever think about what Chosen King and Tay Sunday be talking about the 6, ooh. If that's why Tay Sunday video was saying, all I can remember was police officers and a bunch of thugged out kids. Oh! Oh! I need to find that video right now. Bruh, that's finna hit real different. Thumb me up, gang. If you know the Tay Sunday video when she was talking about how the police blocked everything off and they didn't allow guests to come out their room and they said they were filming the movie down there. Ooh, we got a time frame. Bro, we got it. Look, they said they had plumbing issues. And then look, they were like they had plumbing issues, the water and all of this. They had water leaks. They were saying they had police. They seen police officers and security guards everywhere. Look, and check this out. Tay Sunday even said this was at 1:30 in the morning. In the morning. In the morning. Ooh, man, this just hit me different, gang. This just hit me different. There you go. This hit real different. So that's why. So you put Tay Sunday video with Chosen King when he was saying about the 6. Man, we got content. Cause look, watch this. This September, right? This September, the 10th, At 12, watch this. Don't even folk look. When bro, y'all just don't know how big this is. Man, I'm finna break down the reenactment right now. If he would. Look. That means this won't be on the 6th. I mean on the 9th. I mean on the 10th. This would be on the 9th. Look at it, this on the 9th. Cause Tayzunde said that's when they're gonna see a lot of police officers and a lot of security. And with people with luggage. Oh, look. And that's why Trey Gang already got pictures on September look. That's why they already had the pictures, bruh. Man, so Kenneka body will be gone and they will be taking pictures of an empty freezer. Oh! Cause they already took pictures of her in the freezer, got the body out of there, and so that's why they had to stage the search and make it look like that her body was still there. In reality, it wasn't. Ooh, we got them. Cause you know you can't show this on the 9th. You know you can't show this on the 9th. So they finna let you know everything what they said that happened on the 9th really didn't actually happen on the 9th because it happened the night before, like the dispatcher said.
Give it a room. Relax a little bit. Give it some time. Of all we know, she very well could still be in the room. She could just be passed out. You know, again, you know how it is. You drink in the night before, you get, you know what I mean, whatever else have you. So just give it a couple hours. You know, maybe see if she'll get a hold of you again. You know what I mean? Does she know your number?
Yes, she know my number very well. She's very smart.
Okay, well then, like I said, you know, just give her a couple hours. You know what I mean? You know, give her some time. You know, again, maybe she went to one of her other friends' places, or maybe she is still in the room. You know, just knocked out. You know what I mean?
Yes, I thank you. Okay, and so how long does it take for me to file a missing person report?
Well, you can file it at any time. It just like I said,
And watch this game. Watch how she finna confirm this. Watch what she finna say next.
Just give it a little bit of time. You know, if you hadn't heard from her by, I want to say about 10, 11 o'clock, then by all means, you know, give us a call again. You can come to the station, and we can help you out from there.
Okay, I live in Chicago. Would it be better for me to come back to you all station, or should I go in Chicago and make out a missing report?
You know, I think you could try to file it out in Chicago. They may tell you to come here since it happened in our town, but I do know that since she lives with, obviously she lives with you in the city. I think this might actually fall on them. Or at least they'll be able to take the report, and then they'll get in contact with us, and we'll be able to help them out with the investigation from there.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter, whichever one. If I have to come back out here, I'll come back out here. But as long as if we be able to see, if I come, okay, I give it to tomorrow. It's 24 hours.
Oh, she said she gonna give it 24 hours tomorrow. Oh. Oh. So that means that 911 call will before the night. So 24 hours, this will be happening. No wonder why they gave us 36 hours this stuff. You heard what she just said? Look what happened. If she called, he's saying the night before. Then she said, I'm going to give it tomorrow. I'm going to give it to tomorrow.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter, whichever one. If I have to come back out here, I'll come back out here, but as long as, if we be able to see, if I come, okay, I give it to tomorrow. It's 24 hours. After 24 hours, do you think they'll still be able to see the video camera of today, the surveillance camera
Yes.
for today?
Yes.
Okay.
We'd definitely be able to we'd definitely be able to get the footage.
Okay, thank you. Well,
All right.
I'll do that. Okay, thank you
Okay.
so much, okay? Okay.
You're very welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you so much.
Now you finna watch this footage. And when I was watching this footage, gang, because I was like, wait a minute. Jay Money, I remember he was taking pictures of the by the kitchen where the wooden doors at. So I was like, wait a minute. How would the doors would be locked if it's a body in there? So I'm like, the kitchen already got to be secured. So that means when you actually seen them in the kitchen, it wasn't this night. It wasn't even this night. So this footage is on the night. And the footage of them in the kitchen doing their investigation, this had to been the night before. So if they were doing the investigation the night before, this would be the reenactment on the night of the police girl. Now you got the missing person report. Oh, so it basically ain't no reenactment like how the way they try to make it look like. All it was that when you see the police they got it on the tent, but this actually the night. Since this the night, you got Irene live video will substitute this video. Cause this will be the truth that you need to be looking at. That's why the witnesses said they saw police in the lobby on September the 9th and said, look, we filmed the movie down here. Nothing didn't happen. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him, gang. Then you gotta watch this footage all the way to 1 something in the morning. Now you gotta watch this video to 1 something in the morning, cause that's when Tay were reading the email what she got. She said the husband came down there. The husband came down there and was complaining about the water leak. Ooh, wee. Trey, I don't know how you do it, but you the coldest one when it comes to this stuff. Now you gotta watch this all the way, cause look, when they were trying to do their little look search, they try to make it look like they down there searching for her. Only thing they doing is just roaming around down there. That's why you got the watch commander already there. The one that was in the kitchen that night. The police chief in the lobby. Communicating with the police. That's why he ain't even want to be noticed. That's why he ain't want to be seen nowhere downstairs. Don't you know if he the police chief and watching all this stuff, don't you think he would be, you would see him on the lower level? Not one time. Not one time. You see all the other police running down on the lower level. They let me know you already were down there before. And you don't want to be down there at that time because you got something to do with it. Like Miss Teresa. That's why you don't see Miss Teresa on the lower level. You see J Money, but why you don't see Miss Teresa and Living Nora on the lower level? But they claim they want to know the route. How she got in the freezer. Miss Teresa never described the other kitchen that she supposed to be downstairs in, right? And then make it so bad, I believe when J Money said, what Marco said when she walked in that kitchen on the lower level. He said that video right there is the one that's edited. He said they green screen they green screen her in there. To fit the narrative about the kitchen downstairs. Now look at the police chief. Check him out. Look at the movement, gang. Just look at the movement. Now you gotta watch this all the way to one song. If you remember that Tay Zunday letter, I got to go find that junk game. I know where to look. I know where to look to. So, if you know what Tay Zunday video said, round about this time, this really exposed Miss Teresa, Leonora, everybody, the police. This really exposed everybody. This just really finna show you that Miss Teresa was cooperating with the police narrative the whole time. Everybody went along with the police want us to believe. And when Miss Teresa did a deal with the devil, at one point in time, she must regret it. Cause now she started firing back at Rosemont all of a sudden. Y'all did, you know, now she want to tell my daughter didn't die the way y'all think she did. And she was really found on September the 9th. And that's finna go back to the 911 frequency that I released. And I put them junks in order too. Man, bro. It's mandatory y'all go back to the 911 police frequency, the video that I just dropped. After this, it's mandatory. That's the next video y'all supposed to be watching. Cause look, boom. Then this really finna expose him. Cause do you hear him on the walkie-talkie? Ooh. It'll be mighty strange if you don't hear him on the walkie-talkie, but he's supposed to be on the walkie-talkie. But I heard his name mentioning. You see that? I remember when they were like, yeah, can we meet up with Chief Coker about that camera? But we never heard Chief Coker on the call, but he clearly talking on the walkie-talkie, so why we don't never hear what he said? Hey y'all, man, let's get those likes up, guys. Let's get, man, we ain't even at 200 yet, and we've been live for this long. Oh man, it's cold. Now look, let me find that Tay video. Let me find Tay Sunday video. I gotta find that job. I think it's gonna be
Okay. So what would you suggest? Okay, well, it doesn't matter.
More room keys.
oh,
There were a lot of
I
kids hanging
found
around.
it.
They looked thug-like. They looked rough, and they did not make me feel comfortable. I went to the front desk to inquire about my jacket and noticed staff had changed their shift. There was security.
I go in Chicago and make out a missing report.
You know, I think you can try to file it out in Chicago. They may tell you to come here since it happened in our town, but I do know that since she lives with obviously she lives with you in the city. I think this might actually fall on them. Or at least they'll be able to take the report, and then they'll get in contact with us, and we'll be able to help them out with the investigation.
Man, why should I Tay Sunday narrative finna make a whole lot of sense?
If I have to come back out here, I'll come back out here. But as long as if we be able to see, if I come, okay, I give it to tomorrow. It's 24 hours. After 24 hours, do you think they'll still be able to see the video camera of today, the surveillance camera
Yes.
for today?
Yes. We'd definitely be able to get the footage.
Okay, thank you. Well,
All right.
I'll do that. Okay, thank you
Okay.
so much. Okay.
All right, you're very welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Bye-bye.
So I will now read the email in case you cannot. Dear Miss Day, I have been following this case since the start. We are one of the families seen on the video. We did not have any clue that we were on the surveillance nor told. This is why, and our part in this. We are at the Crowne Plaza, Chicago's September 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, checking out September 9th at 11 a.m. We were supposed to stay September 5th, but we missed our flight. However, the hotel still charged us for the room as we were too late to cancel.
Y'all heard that when they said when they checked out September the 9th, when they checked out, right? Ooh, now you finna understand. We're like, oh, now I see why she said the dates are off. The dates is off. Because how they gonna say she was roaming the halls on September the 9th and the police were there? Oh, and the police were there that morning, on September that morning, that night. And they checked out September the 9th at 11 and 12. Put 2 and 2 together. So basically, this September the 9th, gang, like I always said. Hi, y'all.
So this is why you see that charge on the bill. We were ticked off by that. We had gone to the cafeteria. I realized I left my jacket in there. I went back downstairs to see if it was open. It was not. So I went to the front desk to let them know about my coat. I left and get more room keys. There were a lot of kids hanging around. They looked thug-like. They looked rough and they did not make me feel comfortable. I went to the front desk to inquire about my jacket and noticed staff had changed their shift. There was a...
Now keep this in mind. The people, when she said they seen bunch of thugged out kids, they gotta be, look, if you look, who will be they were talking about on this footage? Oh, you sure had some people up there looked at thuggish now and said, look how they was on the move. Family, gang. So the whole time we was looking at these kids, these thugged out niggas. No. We thinking about these people. No. Watch this. Listen to this. Do it sound like Tay Zunday was lying when she got the letter about this?
There was security in the lobby in a few areas, as well as some businessmen, but did not think much about it, but saw some rough young adults in the lobby as we walked to the elevator, some behind us. As my family and I got into the elevator, the kids stopped and did not continue towards the elevator, but walked back towards the lobby. I was glad, as they made me feel nervous. We wanted to go swimming, however, when we arrived, the door was locked. When I was at the door, I could see kids, businessmen, all in street clothes. The young, rough looking. My kids were disappointed, so I went to the front.
And guess who they will be seeing in the pool area? Mitch Teresa and them. Cause Mitch Teresa mentioned the pool area. And Zach TV and them mentioned the pool area. Hi, y'all.
Front desk to ask why it's closed, yet people in there. They told me they were having a private party. I did not give it any more thought, and our family just went to our room, ordered room service, watched a movie, and settled for the night. We went about our day, leaving the hotel September 7th to do tours and shopping, enjoying our day. When I entered the room, my coat was hanging in a bag on the hook. Also left was a nice fruit basket and chocolates, with an apology the pool being closed. We thought that nice. September 8th, as we entered the lobby, one of the staff came to me and said that the kitchen was closed, but were told that they would have light snacks in the cafeteria area between 3 and 5 p.m. When we went there, all they had was pizza, cold drinks, water, coffee in a thermos. Others who stayed at the hotel were there too. We talked, and they were not happy about the service. Late that night, the toilet would not flush and now constantly running and disturbing our sleep. I called the front desk a few times with no answer. I got very upset as they were not answering to go downstairs. It was late, around 1 a.m. When I went down, all I saw was police standing around. My immediate reaction was something happened. As I began to walk towards the front desk, a police officer stopped me. He asked me what I wanted. I thought this odd to ask and told him how I needed maintenance to come to my room due to the running toilet. He laughed and said, "Just put a pillow over your head." As I started to walk forward, he placed his arms on my chest and said, "Stop right there." I said, "Why are you placing your hands on me?" He said, "Sorry, I cannot let you go further." I said, "Why? What's going on?" He said, "Nothing at all. Just return to your room. That is what I am telling you to do, and forget what's going on here." I felt something was going on.
Now look what's going on in the lobby. If you not, look. What? Bro. Why you think think you will be seeing this at what time, Tay Sunday?
On the right to know. I went back upstairs furious. My wife asked me, as I was now so irritated making noise to wake her. I told her. Then she got very angry. She dialed the front desk. A lady answered, and I could hear my wife speaking to her. Why are you not allowing my husband to go to the front desk? We need maintenance. She apologized and said no one can come to the lobby at this moment.
That's why they talk to a female.
My wife asked, is something going on at the hotel? Maintenance. She dialed the front desk. A lady answered, and I could hear my wife speaking to her. Why are you not allowing my husband to go to the front desk? We need maintenance. She apologized and said no one can come to the lobby at this moment. My wife asked, is something going on at the hotel? I could hear no and her continuing to talk to my wife, but not hear the conversation. My wife got off naturally. I was anxious to hear what she told my wife. My wife said they were making a film downstairs and sorry that we were being inconvenienced. That if we could be patient until morning, they could have a manager call us. I found it very odd that we were never told they would be filming in the hotel. I could not sleep. I had to see for myself. When I got to the elevator, it would not allow me to go to lower lobby, only the floor above. I got off and walked downstairs to see the lobby. I didn't see any big film productions, mostly cell phones out, but many kids in the lobby hanging around, walking around, older folks with luggage just hanging around. As I began to walk towards the front desk, a security guard ran towards me and told me to go back to my room. I asked if there was a problem. He said, it's okay, please go now. I asked if those kids were causing a problem. He said, no, it's okay. We just don't want to have any others in the area. I could not do much about it, but go back upstairs. I told my wife, and she said she was not happy with the service and wanted to check out. I agreed, as we were here for holiday, and did this hotel was just not for us. The next day, September 9th, my family checked out. While waiting, I chatted up with a guy who I'd seen in the cafeteria to say hello, who asked me, do you find something odd about this hotel? I found that a strange question to answer. We did not like it due to lack of service and rudeness by staff, the pool closing disappointing our kids. His reply was there was something more going on here. I seen cops. He mentioned, well, you do know that they have an organ place next door. Them cases I seen some folks look like carriers. Maybe they're snatching organs there, and he laughed out loud. I was stunned and just stared and said nothing more to him. Felt more uncomfortable and just wanted to check out and get it done and get the hell out of there. When we checked out,
so this will be at 1 something in the morning. Going on 2 o'clock in the morning. This would take Sunday saying they will be seeing. And matter of fact, look, that's why she said she's gonna see a bunch of thugged out young kids. And cause look who all with Leonora and them. Look at the young people that came back up there with Mitch Reese and them. What? You see them with the police officers in the lobby. They the only ones that would be walking back and forth to the elevator making the guests nervous because they like, man, look, with the police here. Look, the police here. Then you got all these, something must have happened. Then you got the police like, look, now they cool. They ain't did nothing. Just go, you know what I'm saying, where you going. We filming the movie. Man, them folk were actually witnessing a cover up, bro. That's why the lady said, how would she would be roaming the halls round about this time on the night, and we finna check out early in the morning. Now it makes sense to me, bro. Now this whole footage that makes sense to me. Cause look, even before I even heard the sixth theory, I was watching this footage because I was like, wait a minute. And I was like, I just want to know, what if I watch this video and say this on September the 9th at 4:45? And I was looking at it because I was trying to match it. I was like, what this video would show on September the 9th at 4:46? And they was talking about the police there. So I'm like, well, they'll prove that the date's off. And they'll show you that the police will be there round about that time. But you got a witness talking like this?
They gave us a coupon to stay one night free at the Holiday Inn. We then went to another hotel and enjoyed the rest of our holiday. I wrote a review about my complaint on their website, but they never approved it. A few months later, my son said, I saw your family on a video on your holiday about the death of the girl where you stayed. My son asked what he was talking about, and his friend said, it is a big case going on at the hotel you all stayed at that got him into, as they say, it was a murder, to watch YouTube videos and go to their website and their whole file on it. So we began to review things. I got the link that he was talking about and told me about it, and we watched and saw our family in the police video. Him and us in the video. I watched but did not understand what was going on. I showed my wife, now freaking out. We both panicked and began to look at each other. Information about this. In the video, I recognized many. The security guard, the blonde lady, a few businessmen I had seen, and some of those thug-looking kids. When I viewed the drunk girl in the hallway, my heart sank. When I viewed the kitchen she walked through, I ran into the bathroom and threw up. I was very confused. We heard nothing about this while staying there. Why are all we in the surveillance when we had already left the hotel? All I kept doing was relaying back what I saw in my head. My wife, son, and myself had many sleepless nights, writing what we could recall down, going over video surveillance to try to...
You see what I'm saying? So she was basically talking about, look at it like this, Earl. If this is September the 9th, round about this time, right? Look what Tay Sunday will be saying and what the footage showed. Right? See this? You got management on the move, police on the move. You got people in and out. Then when you go back to like a reenactment, let's go back to when Miss Teresa first got the news. Look. Watch this. This when Miss Teresa finna get the news. See this? Now look what time this will be going on in the lobby. They don't want nobody in the lobby at this point. This when you would be telling the guest, man, look, we don't want nobody down here. We filming the movie. And them bunch of thugged out kids. You know what I'm talking about? Watch this. Just watch this scene, gang. This why they told people, this why they telling everybody, don't, if this September 9th at 1:30 in the morning, on the night, That's why Taste Sunday said they will be seeing all of this. This just to show you that Leonora talking to the police in the lobby. They talking to Leonora. Why would they be talking to Leonora anything? Right? Because Leonora went along with the agreement. Show these people this on September the 9th. And we got videos that said 240. That said 250 on September the 9th. Come on, man. Come on, man. Now you see that? Look. Now let's just see how many witnesses you finna see on the footage. Look, watch this. Look, they finna show Miss Teresa. Look. Watch this, gang. This how you know this a reenactment right here. This how you let you know they already knew. You see, Miss Teresa and them is in their room. They waiting on the news. Look. You see how they came in before Miss Teresa even ran out? Acting skills gone bad. Look. Look. They finna go out. This was finna be a dead giveaway. And I want y'all to look at this. Round by this time. In normal time. Look. They leave. They go right here. Now, Mitch Reed supposed to be getting the news. How would they would be already running in before Mitch Reese run out the hotel? Look. How? This is straight up a reenactment right here, bruh. You see this? They already running her. How? For this just showed me everybody that's up here all a part of it. Now I see why it was so many young people back up here with Mr. Reese. Come on, gang, look. This will be the reenactment on the night. Oh, this will be the reenactment on the night. Cause keep this in mind, Kenneka body can't be possibly be at the hotel. It can't be at the hotel on the night. Round about this time. Can't be. If you don't look at this shit right here on the 9th at 1:30, you might as well go along with this. Cause this still showing you everything. But the dates off. And the time. Look what it will be happening on the night before. Look what will be happening on the night before. And once you go to Miss Teresa call and understand it, I'm going to give it 24 hours. Okay. In 24 hours, you get this. On the night. Man, these folks got me thinking like a real detective. They got 30 years experiments on it. Look who all you will see. Look. Look at these people. Look. Only people that's going to be down here is the people they allow on the footage. But if you ask me, check this out. This was scripted, and they scripted this on the night. This would be in the reenactment on the night in real life. In real life, this what they will be doing in real life on September 9th, round about this time. Round about this time. The lie is what they told us and showed us this. This wasn't on the night. This gonna happen a night before, round about the same time. Check this out. You're ready to show this video on the night at 1 something in the morning, or you ready to show this at 1 something on the night in the morning? You do your picking then. You believe this on September the 9th? Or this on September the 9th?
You funny as fuck, Ruby.
Alright, let's put them side by side, goddamn. See that? Let's do it like this then. That's finna stop all these. That's finna stop all these questions. That's finna stop all these questions. Look, this finna stop everything. You believe this on the night, or you believe this on the night? Which one that would be the reenactment? What was actually that was going on in the room the night before? Cause you gotta have living north degree. Look, just say this was round 1 something on the night instead of the 6. They will cover for the pocket ticket if you do that. See what I'm saying? Look. You believe this on September 9th or this? Which one that would be a reenactment? Be honest. Which one that would be a reenactment? This one? Not this one. You heard Kenneka in the room. You see the setup in the room. You know she finna come out the room. Ain't nothing reenactment about this. This? Tell me about this then. Is this a reenactment to you? Is this a reenactment? On September the 9th. They right here with the police. Look at the police before they give Miss Teresa the news. Before they give Miss Teresa the news. Pay close attention to the footage.
Man, the phones ain't working. This weak ass connection. Shut
figure out those key memories. Although I did not want to get my kids involved, they often walked around the hotel
Hotel is not finna show you what actually that happened that night. Why you think Miss Teresa? Why do you think Miss Teresa? Look, if Miss Teresa agreed with this should make bells ring in your head. No wonder why Miss Teresa played us the way she played us. No wonder why Miss Teresa was missing protests and living on. Look, all of this. No wonder why Miss Teresa in all her posts, she said she feeling blessed. That's the only lady that I know that was feeling blessed of a tragic murder. Now look how Miss Teresa just coming in, James Coleman coming in. Look at the police. They told Miss Teresa living over to go in. Now look. Just check it out. Look at everybody positioning. Why everybody standing right there in the line? You see this? I'm gonna stop it right here. You know who it. You mean to tell me this don't look like no reenactment to you? Everybody, y'all stand right here. Everybody standing in the direct behind, like somebody instructed these folks, bro. You see what I'm saying? Look. Come on, I'm telling everybody. All right, check this out. I told y'all this on the 9th at 1:30 in the morning. I'll be back, gang. Hi, y'all. Got no time to vent it to you. We'll be back, gang. Because there's a whole lot more where they come from. Man, y'all.